Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP Sportscast. We start with cycling news. Rain did not deter cyclists at the Malta Supreme Cycling Meet on Saturday last in the National Park Circuit. Warren McKay was the man of the day when he copped the win in the 35-lap and veteran under 50 races. Despite the harsh weather, McKay managed to pull the title with a time of 1 hour, 13 minutes and 12 seconds in the main race of the day, followed by Christopher Griffith and Romello Crawford. National Senior Road Race champion Curtis Day, along with Diraj Garbaran and Paul Dinobrega, completed the top 6 positions. Dinobrega led a 4-man break in the third lap. McKay and the rest of the bunch tried desperately to reconnect, eventually doing so in the 29th lap. Jaheim Henry won the BMX 9-12 and 12-14 races. Ian Jackson claimed the veteran over 50 event. David Hicks captured the boys and girls 12-14 trophy. Mario King won the mountain bike event and Jessica Mohabir the BMX 6-9 title. Colin Abrams reporting for the HGP Sports. Competitions Director of the GFF, Ian Alves, says the Federation has to play catch-up so as to complete the current season of the GFF Elite League.
We're looking on with keen interest at the second half because as it is now, we are in the middle of the transfer window, the pre-season transfer window, and a number of the elite clubs have used the opportunity to boost up the potency for the second half. There's been a lot of movement of players. Some have gotten players in positions that they thought were deficient previously. So we expect keen competition going into this second half.
That was Ian Alves, GFF Competitions Director, speaking with Nightly News about his expectations heading into the second half of the Elite League, which began last weekend. The Federation has released its fixtures for this half, which shows multiple double and triple headers. Mr. Alves explains the reason for this.
One of the things that happened is that due to the inclement weather and other factors, we had a very long delay before we could have continued in the second half. So as a result, we are now forced to play catch-up, as we would say in colloquial terms. And also, many of the venues, as it is now, are unplayable. So as a result of that also, we have limited venues and we have 4 or 5 matches to complete. So as a result, we're forced to use 2 venues now. We're using the GFC ground, hopefully on Fridays for double headers, and the National Track and Field Centre for triple headers on Sunday, in order that we can complete prior to the start of the new season.
Al said a number of teams have been showing improvement since the reopening, and this may have been a result of teams taking advantage of the current transfer window.
I saw Denham still on Friday evening looking very good. I saw them play a practice match against Iflat Warriors the weekend before also, and they are looking quite good as they won on Friday. As it is now, Fruta Conquerors also look well Friday evening. We're looking to see today how these other teams will look. Buxton and Ansgrove seem to be quite balanced thus far.
After the conclusion of last weekend's matches, we now see Western Tigers moving up from second to first place in the league's points table. This resulted in Fruta Conquerors now holding second position. Denamstel are in third position and Victoria Kings in fourth. Last season's winners, GDF, are in the middle of the table at number 5. At the bottom of the table are Buxton United FC, Malrock FC, Cougars FC, Ansgrove United FC and New Amsterdam United FC, respectively. The GFF Elite League will continue on Friday at the GFC ground. For the HGP Sports, Colin Abrams. Technology is here to stay, and all we have to do is to embrace it. Director of Sports Christopher Jones says it will play a major role in producing local athletes. Stanford Howard has the details.
On Saturday last at the STEM Robotics Exhibition Show, which was held at Cliff Anderson Sports Hall, HGP Sports discussed with Director of Sports Christopher Jones how technology is to be integrated into local sports and how local athletes could derive benefit from technology.
Indeed, technology can play and does in some country play a major role as it relates to sports because essentially there are ways in which you could record an athlete on the field, digitalize them, and you could do what is called a kind of X-ray to see how that person, how they move their arms, how they move their legs, and so you can guide that athlete as to how best to place and so forth.
The Director of Sports stated that other countries have already incorporated technology into sports and that Guyana, not wanting to be left behind, is looking to do so as well.
We will have to embrace technology, and of course, Sports Commission, we are watching to see in ways in which sports can tap into that stream so as to benefit sports in Guyana.
The director also referred to the timeline for Guyana to join the international community to incorporate advanced technology into sports.
Not only finances as well, but I mean, we got locations in which internet is not accessible. So you do have those challenges as well. Like for example, just yesterday while in Mabruma and speaking with students, they want IT, but the problem that they have currently is that they don't have 24 hours of electricity. So you will have cases like those in some areas, but where it can be applied as soon as with the requisite financing for it, it will be done as soon as possible.
For the HGP Sports, I am Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. Serena Williams survived to reach the Wimbledon semi-finals with a comeback victory over hard-hitting Italian Camila Giorgi. The 23-time Grand Slam champion dropped her first set of the championships, but came through 3-6, 6-3, 6-4. Williams was given a taste of her own medicine when she was seen scrambling to return a serve, or at some points, nearly knocked off her feet by the force of a near 120 miles per hour fearless Giorgi delivery. The 36-year-old came forward to attack more in the second set, not allowing Giorgi any break points and winning her own break in the fourth game. Williams will now face German 13th seed Julia Georges in Thursday's semi-finals. We turn our attention to cricket news. Antiguan fast bowler Alzari Joseph is in the 13-man test squad to face Bangladesh in the second test to start at Sabina Park on Thursday. Joseph, on his return to international cricket, was the most successful bowler for the President's 11 side versus Bangladesh with 4-4-53 from 15 overs just under 2 weeks ago. Absent from the squad is Kemar Roach, who has been ordered to rest following a hamstring strain in the first innings of the test in Antigua that the West Indies won by an innings and 219 runs. The squad reads Jason Holder, captain, Devendra Bishu, Craig Brathwaite, Roston Chase, Miguel Cummins, Shane Dowrich, Shannon Gabriel, Shemron Hetmeyer, Alzari Joseph, Shai Hope, Kimo Paul, Kieran Powell, and Devon Smith. And that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Remember, if your dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. Goodbye.